What about people right now who are looking at the situation and just like, the economy's in a bad place, we're super worried? Paint us a picture of where America is right now.
Well, I mean, let's talk first. We'll talk about how it's tough, and I'll be honest, and then we can talk about solutions. So I promise I won't leave you in a doom scroll. But here's the truth of what's happening in the world right now. If you're young people today are upset about what's happening in the world around them, and I understand why. You have wage stagnation. So we basically have not made any more money. And in fact, this generation, Gen Z, is the first generation where at their same age as their parents, they're making less money, not more. Problem is their university degrees are 3 to 4x more expensive. Oh, by the way, so is housing. Wait a second. Inflation is at a degree in which my dollar today is worth even substantially less than even 5 years ago. On top of that, we have all these jobs open. 7 million working age men supposedly are unemployed at this moment right now, even though the jobs report says that there's so many jobs. Are the jobs real? Well, largely not. They're private sector. They're not private sector. They're public sector. They're government jobs. And so young people are like, wait a second, I can't live. I can't eat. Groceries more expensive. And that's real, actually. And so the people that are making fun of young people in TikToks, when they cry about their job being difficult, I don't really vibe with that, because the math says it's hard right now. And not just for young people, but I think it's important to talk about them. And the truth of the matter is, though, that in any market we can make money. And so although it's really difficult out there, there's like one silver lining that I've kind of been screaming from the rooftops for the past 3 years. And people, I think, are starting to see it, which is that we are thankfully, I think, going to have a marriage between baby boomers and young people that would be very unexpected. So right now, and historically, young people have said, okay, boomer, you messed up our economy, boomer. You're not employing me, boomer. You don't understand my life. You listen to the music that young people like. They don't like that generation in a lot of ways. Then the baby boomers are like, you guys are quiet quitting. You're not working very hard. Get out of my basement. And so these two generations have been at war in some ways, like a quiet war. And now I think with the transfer of ownership that we're seeing, and we can talk about the great wealth transfer, I think we have an opportunity where the baby boomer generation, the richest generation that we have ever seen in the US, which has mimicked in all other countries around the world, by the way, that are developed countries, this generation is about to sunset. They're getting ready to retire. They're ready to move on, but they own $68 trillion in wealth in just the US. The interesting part is the young people think, well, that money must get transferred somehow, right? Does that mean I get a house? Does that mean I get a car? Does that mean I get inheritance? The problem is that money is not tied up in just assets. It's not tied up in houses and bank accounts. It by and large is tied up in small businesses because baby boomers own 60% of all small businesses. And so I think we got to find a way for the young people to take over these baby boomer businesses, because otherwise then we're in a really bad spot. Then we're Japan.